Hello, hello, beautiful beings. This is Katerina Satori, and I'm super excited to reconnect with you again and open a conversation about this really powerful process. Really powerful process that can deepen your understanding of who you are and how you actually take quantum leaps. So I'm going to wait maybe a couple seconds for people to join. Hi, you guys. Hello, hello. For those of you who are going to watch replay, it's all good, right? It's all good. You're going to join now, going to watch the replay. We're going to talk about the void, initiation of the void. And let me know in the comments, you guys, have you ever been through the deepest void of your life? And how did it feel? And what's the reason? What's the mechanics of it? What is the reason of our descent? Especially if you are living your purpose. You're doing a work that changes lives and helps people, right? The void is inevitable, you guys. And when I talk about the void, it's very different from a dark night of the soul, right? Dark night of the soul usually leads you to awakening, to self-realization, right? And dark night of the soul is this experience where you find yourself in between, kind of like in a gray dimension between a conscious and unconscious, where things feel like frozen, and like this cloud of darkness goes over you. Dark night of the soul usually comes with your very first heartbreak, like the real heartbreak. That was my first experience of dark night of the soul that led me to awakening. So that's the difference, Dark night of the soul leads you to awakening, and the experience of the void, that usually happens when you're already on the path of consciousness. And with pretty much every major quantum leap you're gonna take, your soul may offer you initiation called the void. And I just wanted to break down the mystery, to break down the mechanics of it, and also kind of introduce you guys this perspective that it's a blessing. It's not a punishment from the universe. So hi, Scott. Hi, Patrick, Larry, Jerica. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you. Yeah, and how would the void, the very first time you're going to go in your first void, you'll never forget it. The void is the utmost unknown, where your soul invites you for this deep intimacy with the present moment through the unknown. So you may experience like things are not moving forward fast enough. You may feel frustrated that some of your projects just don't take off, or maybe, some stagnation in relationships. Any area in your life that you desire to move forward the most is not moving, right? Or even look like it's going in reverse. And no matter how much action you apply, things are just not moving. You guys been there? And it's like just this frustration. It's like a quicksand experience. The more you try to use action, the more you go deep into the quicksand. The more your body like just feels with this heaviness and frustration of your efforts not paying off. So welcome to the void. Welcome to the void. The whole mechanics of the void is like a vortex, It pulls you into a deeper layer of surrender. It teaches you how to surrender. And surrender, I did a video about this. It's incredible leap on the visionary path where you really realize that your life is not your own. And you go through the process of dedicating your life to service, dedicating your life to, living this conscious life of service, right? And when you dedicate your life to service, the void comes, like literally short time after that, really. And what the deepest void taught me, you guys, my very first experience of that was last year. And now I see it almost like every 6 months or so, I will go into an experience of the void, And I know it happens because I consciously requested the acceleration of my DNA, acceleration of my awakening. And you can do that too, you guys. You can talk to your higher self, you can talk to your spirit and consciously request an upgrade of your light body, right? Upgrade of your acceleration. So the void will come. And you guys, I found this great metaphor. I describe the void as like a womb, you know, like a womb. When you were a baby, when I was a baby, we were in the womb. We came from the void, right? We were in a dark, unknown pouch in our mama's belly. And our soul remembers that experience of the void, right? So, but the mind doesn't. So it's very terrifying for the ego to be in the utmost unknown for indefinite period of time, because you never know when the void's going to be done. It's a mystery, you guys. When your higher self decides it's going to be done, you will be let out of it. And the hardest part, you guys, is to surrender, be patient, and be gentle with ourselves through the void, and trusting that our being is more important than doing. Because every time we take action from this frantic and anxious energy, or fearful energy, it's only going to bring us more and more fear and more frantic energy and more unknown. But if we find stillness in the eye of the storm, in the eye of the void, we realize that the void is the most powerful force of creation. So how I understand the void, every time hi Oliver, Anthony, Simone, Robert, welcome you guys. Yeah, so, and I'm just sharing from personal experience, my loves. How I understand the void is every time my soul needs a purification, it's like a spiritual cleansing. And every time I've been pushing or putting too much action into the world, not enough stillness, it's almost like I lose touch with the deeper truth, deeper reality. My higher self pulls me into the void so the universe can reach me through stillness, through inaction, through quiet heart, through surrender. And what void teaches us, you guys, that the deepest wisdom, your deepest wisdom, is going to be born through that emptiness. You know, the stories that I tell to my friends, to my clients, to my community, the stories of victory, the stories of surrender, the stories of, you know, total miracles that come to you when you are in the void, and when you don't rush out of it. You trust that your higher self will lead you out of that void when this time it will come. The stories that you will tell through that deepest surrender are unparalleled in their power, because they're truly magical. And the miracle that will come to you, that will lead you out of the void, will be a pure, pure miracle. So the question I was going to ask, I was going to share with you guys the question that came to me when I was at this. I was sitting with, I wonder if they're going to censor what I'm about to say on Facebook, but I'm just going to go with it. I was sitting with this beautiful plant yesterday, a beautiful visionary plant, and it led me to this epiphany, to asking this powerful question, that every void will cleanse your intentions. Every void will help you shed ego identity, you know, desires for yourself alone. And every void will purify your intention, because the more selfless your intention, the more powerful it becomes. And this question was born yesterday out of the depths of my soul. Oliver, thank you for the hearts. So beautiful. Thank you for the love. The question was born yesterday, my loves, is this one. And I just wanted to share this with you. What is my greatest contribution to humanity? What is my greatest contribution to humanity? And I just sat with that question, you know, and I decided to start my day with that question, you know, just using the sentence completion process that Nathaniel Brandon taught us, where you just write, my greatest contribution to humanity is, and you write that question, that answer 20 times, and see what your subconscious will birth, right? Because your subconscious mind will tell you like more on the surface level, and then the deeper truth will come out. And when we begin asking bigger questions that really benefit for entire collective, for entire universe, you can count that the universe will support that intention. You can absolutely count on that. And then your allies, your true allies will come. Yeah, be in the question. That's right, Patrick, be in the question. And your true allies will come. They can be through your plant teachers. They can be through other guides. They can be through your spirit guides. They can be through people. They can be through animals. everything that you require for your mission will come to support you. And you know, my loves, I just finished my live business event, and so many lessons. I will do another video. So many lessons I received. That event really shifted me on a soul level. And every person in the group shared with me how shifted they were. And I was sharing with them that on the visionary path, we cannot avoid the void. And it only looks scary for the mind. But your deepest wisdom as a leader comes from emptiness, comes from unknown, comes from your ability to trust the present moment. And I believe, you guys, it's not the failure that we are afraid of. It's not that. We lack trust in present moment. And it's incredibly hard to surrender to the unknown, to the next moment, to the next moment, to the next moment. It's really, really hard to surrender. So the mind wants to protect us, right? The mind wants to run into the future and build up the scenarios, how we can save face, how we can save our pride, how we can save our image if things don't go well. But then we don't stay open to the present moment, to the magic of the unknown, right? So I say, put yourself in the situations where you risk losing face, where you risk losing your image, because it's just an illusion, my loves. It's just mind attached to this perception of how we should show up in the world. But if you put yourself in a situation of being so raw and so vulnerable, willing to massively fail publicly, right? There is no such a thing. That's the point, you guys. And if you put yourself in environments where you can prove to yourself, there is no such thing as failure. There is only radical openness to the present moment. Radical openness to the present moment. And whatever present moment leads you. Leah, Justine, hi guys, I'm talking about the void, you know? The void. And I was sharing with my group, I said, guys, I'm entering another void. And I feel this birth of new message in me. And every time I feel this birth, you know, it's like this new vision incubating new message, my soul will pull me into emptiness so I can hear multidimensionally. And I cannot hear it through taking a bunch of action. I can only hear my deepest soul wisdom when I'm in stillness, right? When I'm on a vision quest. And every visionary require a vision quest. So whatever modality you use to get there, to connect, to commune with your higher self, I encourage you to do that. For me, you guys, it's been always my plant teachers. You know, with many, many different ones I've journeyed. And I'm gonna film another video on the Be Life TV that will not censor me, and I will share with you my journey with different plant teachers, you guys. But they're so wise, and I really feel right now as humanity, the plants are stepping forward to help us because we got so disconnected from the planet Earth, right? But what I wanted kind of to summarize this video is I invite you to trust the void. The void is the womb of creation. Your deepest creativity will be born out of emptiness and unknown. You know, like we are no more creative where things kind of stop moving, right? When things don't go our way, some kind of valve of new level of creativity opens in us, right? But when things start going on autopilot, we stagnate. Can you guys relate to this? So I love the fire that gets lit under my butt when my ego is broken down, when things are not moving as fast as I want, because it takes me to humility, it takes me back to my knees, right? It takes me to the communion to my soul. And the void is also, it's the time of digestion, you know, time of integration of the biggest insights that you had. And it's the time of, you know, it's the time of deepest intimacy with your soul. Like the universe can reach to you on the deepest level when you are still, not when you're in a frantic motion. And what I found, you guys, is just when we're about to say, oh, this void is never going to end. That's when it ends. And a miracle arrives to our door. So usually the void ends with a miracle. It's almost like a reward for your trust, for your childlike faith. The miracle arrives. You can count on that, my loves. So don't fear the void. See it as an honor of initiation for the strength of your leadership and for the strength of your soul. Patrick says, time of renewal and refreshing. Exactly, Patrick. Yeah, you guys, right now we have 5 planets in retrograde. And I used to be like, oh my God, planets in retrograde. So should I not take this move or that move? No, it's just allow yourself divine laziness. Allow yourself more stillness. Trust that the universe is taking care of the details, you know? And another one I wanted to share with you guys, that's my brother Sai. He told me this metaphor. You know that experiment that did in quantum physics? If you look at the particles, they disappear, right? You guys familiar with that, right? So think of focusing too much on what you desire to have. It's like you set an intention, you launched your desire. And imagine that you don't look at your intention, you don't look at your dream directly. Don't make it disappear, but too much focus on it. This may be radical for some, or maybe completely basic for some of you. For me, it was eye-opening. You know, it's like if I look at my intention too intensely, I actually mess with it. I mess with the flow. But if I trust and I say, I launch this intention, you know, I'm launching this event, I'm launching this experience, I'm launching this project, and my heart is pure, my intention is pure, it's for the benefit of whole humanity. Can I not find trust that the universe will orchestrate everything? Right, you guys? So I just don't look at it directly. I wake up every day and I say, okay, what are the actions I need to take that are inspiring towards my dream? But I don't look at this dream. I don't worry. I don't dig out the seeds that I just planted. So if you feel the anxiousness arises when you're in the void, just remember, you've been focusing on the particles too much. Let them go. Kind of like see them in peripheral vision, right? And let go. Be in your joy. Be in your play. Continue serving others from the purity of your heart. Richard Rudd, who wrote the Gene Keys, he says, every time you pour yourself in a selfless service to another, you raise entire frequency of your being. You raise entire frequency of your aura. Ponder these words with me, my loves. At my live event, one of the participants said, Katerina, how is it possible you activated your magnetic field so powerfully that you attracted all of us from all over the world? And I said, it was from those daily, selfless pouring of my energy into another. Every time you do it, my loves, whether it's a beggar on the street or a high-level leader, you know, it doesn't matter. It's a human being. Every time you serve selflessly, you raise the frequency of your magnetic field. You raise the frequency of a magnetic field. You activate your field. Then you become this giant magnet. You attract everything to you. So trust that every act of kindness in this holographic universe really acts like the butterfly effect. Especially when you're in the void. Especially when you're in the void, my loves. Focus on selfless service. Take your attention off. Oh, I'm so frustrated. The thing's not moving fast enough. And what did I do wrong, universe? Why are you punishing me again? Right? And move to this. Oh my God, initiation. I deserve this initiation. You know, this is the level of my leadership. This is the level of my capacity of being an unknown. How can I pour my love into the selfless service to another, even when I'm in the void? Powerful, right? That's all I wanted to share with you, my loves. Thank you so much for spending these moments with me. I just love demystifying these mystical processes and, you know, inspiring confidence and inspiring hope that universe is always, always, always on our side. even if sometimes it doesn't look like that. You know, your mind may want to convince you that you've been punished, you know, that that all this conscious path is too hard. Acknowledge your mind and say, thank you for trying to protect me. I'm going to trust my soul. I'm going to trust that the universe is on my side. And you can trust that. You can. I love you very much. And if you resonate with this message, you guys, please share it with somebody that you care and adore and love. I always encourage you, feel free to share. The more people we share with, the more we support and serve entire humanity. Bless you, bless you, bless you. If you are in the void, accept it with honor. And if you are in the giant flow and things are moving, celebrate that too and embrace it all. I love you too, guys.